to reconnect Jews to the ancient liturgy. Prayers and meditations not in the prayer book were added to the service. Sim Shalom allowed many moderns to reconnect to Shabbat worship. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce all of those words.
Doing good.
Close enough for jazz. Rabbi Pomerantz traveled with singers and instrumentalists to reform synagogues in all parts of the country, allowing both young and older congregants to celebrate the Sabbath with new heart and new spirit. For his work on Sim Shalom and other such services, the Central Conference of American Rabbis invited Rabbi Pomerantz to join the 7-person liturgy committee, which wrote Gates of Prayer, Gates of Repentance, and Gates of the House, used by over 1 million Reformed Jews for 40 years. The entire community is welcome to join Temple Beth El as we celebrate Shabbat on October 12, 2018 at 7:30 p.m. with the original Sim Shalom service, where we mark Rabbi Pomerantz's anniversary as a rabbi. Now that's a great, great resume, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as such, for your contribution to this community, I read the following proclamation. Rabbi Fred Pomerantz, whereas the governing body of the Borough of Closter recognizes the invaluable contributions provided by Rabbi Fred Pomerantz, Rabbi Emeritus of Temple Beth El of Northern Valley, and whereas Rabbi Pomerantz provided selfless amounts of time in his role as a spiritual leader within the borough for the betterment of the community, and whereas Rabbi Pomerantz served the Borough of Closter through the many avenues and programs offered through the temple while providing spiritual guidance to the community's volunteers following the September 11th attacks. And whereas Rabbi Pomerantz created a new Shabbat service that brought contemporary music to the traditional Jewish prayers and in worship, allowing many moderns to reconnect to Shabbat worship. Whereas Rabbi Pomerantz has been recognized by the Central Conference of American Rabbis and invited to join the 7-person liturgy committee, writing several liturgies that are used by over 1 million Reformed Jews in the past 40 years. Therefore, be it proclaimed, in recognition of the 50th anniversary as Rabbi, the Closter Mayor and Council do hereby name the 10th day of October in the year 2018 as Closter's official Rabbi Fred Pomerantz Day. Would like to say to your well-wishers here?
It's true, John. We have so many people from the temple, might as well have a service. Everybody else be welcome to join. Now, I wanted to say, in my years here, over the years, I've been struck by the enormous amount of effort our volunteer leaders here in the borough have given us, where you and your council people could be off pursuing hobbies or simply at home resting.
Or making money.
Making money. But over the years, Closter has been marked by that volunteerism, and as well in the churches and synagogues in the town as well. But I just wanted to finish by saying, you mentioned the 9/11 gathering following the attacks. And I was privileged to be there. I was privileged to be at the 10th anniversary of 9/11 at the Flight 93 Memorial in Shanksville, leading an interfaith service that day when the president was visiting. And when I did that, I remembered the faces of our first responders here in Closter. As when we gathered for that first service following 9/11, we didn't know if there'd be other attacks coming. The people here, our first responders, our people were ready. And I always remember the dedication that they gave, and again, of all of our volunteers and people who lead us in the borough. So we're all very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for those words, Rabbi.